Hey, Gandalf.
Hello, Max.
So we don't have a video for you today, but we got a story, guys.
Yeah, it is the Flatwoods monster.
A lot of you been asking about the Flatwoods monster, so here you go.
So here's some backstory. The night of September 12th, 1952, there was 12 sightings of a meteor that streaked across three states, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. And it hit the side of a hill at Elk River area. Anyway, that was near the location of the Flatwoods sighting, the alleged alien.
Alien.
So just keep that in mind.
Noted. I'm jotting that down on my dry erase board.
Okay. So 7:15, two brothers, Edward and Fred, and their friend Tom, witnessed a bright object cross the sky. Remember that meteor, kids. The object appeared to come to the rest on a landing belonging to the local farm G. Bailey Fisher. Upon witnessing the object, the boys went to the home of the May brothers' mother, Kathleen May. So many names! Where they reported seeing a UFO crash land in the hills. From there, Mrs. May accompanied the three boys, and I guess Neil and Ronnie also joined in, and a West Virginia National Guardsman, Eugene, and they all traveled to the Fisher farm in an effort to locate whatever the boys had seen crash land. So their dog ran ahead out of sight and suddenly began barking, and moments later it ran back with its tail between its legs. And then after traveling 1/4 of a mile up the hill, the group reached the top of the hill where they reportedly saw a large pulsating ball of fire about 50 feet to their right. They also detected a pungent mist that made their eyes and nose burn. They noticed two small lights over on the left of the object underneath a nearby oak tree. They directed their flashlights towards it, revealing the creature, which was reported to have emitting a shrill hissing noise before gliding towards them, changing direction, and then heading off towards the red light. At this point, the group fled in panic. I don't blame them. Upon returning home, Mrs. May contacted local sheriff Robert Carr and Mr. A. Lee Stewart, co-owner of a local newspaper. They conducted a number of interviews, got some sketches, and yeah, basically they reported that they were feeling sick, burnt. They had a metallic odor kind of prevailing on their clothes. The sheriff and his deputy went out and searched for whatever they saw, but couldn't find the object or the creature, although they did also report that they could smell some sort of foul, like, burning metal smell. Later I guess the next morning, on Saturday, September 13th, they visited the site of the encounter for a second time and discovered two large elongated tracks in the mud, as well as traces of thick black liquid. So they just immediately assumed that it was signs of a saucer landing, since this area was not very prominent to vehicle traffic for the last year. Although it was later revealed that these were probably made by Chevy pickup, by a local Max Lockhart, who had gone to the site to look for the creature some hours prior to them returning in the morning. So yeah, that's basically it.
Black liquid.
Yeah.
Let the dog lick it first.
That's probably what happened.
This is Ben. Oh, no.
The one thing that's really weird about this case is after encountering the creature, several members of the party reported being sick, and their symptoms persisted throughout the night.
And the symptoms were of that of mustard gas, which is pretty horrible.
Yeah, so they had irritation of the nose, swelling of the throat.
Apparently their lungs were burning, and mustard gas also burns your skin, I think. So if they had all that,
yeah,
then sound.
Now Lemon suffered from vomiting and convulsions throughout the night. He had some very severe throat issues for the next several weeks.
Yeah.
And you're right, the doctor who treated them did say the symptoms were similar to those of mustard gas victims.
And there's a drawing of the thing that they actually saw.
Yeah.
I guess that they all did. And it's pretty creepy, And we've all seen the drawing. Those of you who are paranormal enthusiasts, you've all seen it. It's It's like a humanoid. It's wearing a dress, and it's got like a Star Trek hood on, and it's got glowy eyes and raptor hands.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically something straight out of hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it could just be hysteria, because notice this woman brought a bunch of, like, teenage boys with her.
Yeah.
And a National Guardsman.
Yeah.
And a dog.
Yeah.
And then brought the sheriff.
I think that's kind of weird to me. I guess, like they're saying this was probably an owl, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's still like, why were they, why did they have the symptoms of,
Well, I mean, those symptoms are very similar to symptoms of hysteria.
Yeah, like your throat's burning and all that.
The convulsions and the vomiting and the panic breath can cause that. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know about the irritation to nose and swelling of the throat. That seems kind of different. But I know the
whoa, my bad.
What?
Sorry, guys. My phone was about to go off. Sorry, guys.
Oh. But I know, like, the hallucinations can also be brought on by hysteria.
Yeah.
But hysteria normally sets in after exposure to a very traumatic event, you know? I don't think seeing
an owl fly at you.
Yeah. Although that would pretty much scare the poop out of me. I would liberate los pantalones.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be scared to the point of passing out and shitting myself. Whatever these people did, I don't know.
I don't think they did that. It doesn't say anywhere.
Oh, was that just me? Okay.
Well, I mean, like, seeing a shooting star or a meteorite or whatever, that wouldn't send me into hallucinations and shock and trauma.
Well, people were stupid back in the early 50s as far as stuff like this goes.
Oh, yeah, it's the Roswell era.
And they were worried about nuclear, whatever. And stuff like that, just really scary stuff. And I wonder, like, you see if it was like something falling out of space or a ball of crap falling from a plane or something. Mm-hmm. They see, oh my God, they see something like that fall. The dog runs ahead, comes back freaking out, which also, that's strange. I was going to say that.
Yeah.
And then they see something sort of fly out of the glow at them. Mm-hmm. I could see them, but then again, it's like, sure, like hysteria, a mob mentality, but out of all those people, maybe one of them would have seen that it was an owl.
I don't know.
Especially like a National Guardsman.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can kind of see, like, the owl swooping at somebody and then, like, its talons being the sharp arm claws.
Exactly.
But the rest of the body, I don't see.
But to have, like, all these people out there, one of them would have been like, dude, that's an owl. Just to me, that I'm sure it's dark or whatever, but still.
Yeah, and I guess the fog could have been fog. But what about the hissing noise?
I mean, an owl could have done that, I guess.
Can owls hiss?
Well, whatever they describe, that's what they described it as. Who knows what it actually sounded like,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems to me like somebody would have seen that it was an owl, especially, or maybe, maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe one of them saw it, and then the one who saw it freaked everybody else out before they really saw it.
Yeah, because only one guy had a flashlight, and, back then flashlights were not like flashlights we have now.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Leave It to Beaver where they use flashlights.
Yeah, and
you can't see jack shit.
Exactly. So you just get enough light to light up this owl that's like flying at you.
Yeah.
So you spook the owl, so the owl immediately like extends its wings and like, goes into flight mode, and then you're like, oh my gosh, it's possible.
Yeah, I could definitely see how that would explain a lot of things, but it still seems to me that's not quite,
Yeah, because the whole object, where did it go?
Yeah. And also, I think if this were a fallen rock from space, barring that it's ice or something like that, which is usually, again, what falling rocks are from space.
Yeah.
I think there would have been a trace of it, or something, or there would have been ways for people to absolutely confirm that.
Right. Even back then, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And again, there were also people seeing, like, flying saucers and stuff around this night. That could be like part of the hysteria and all that. So I'm kind of discounting all that. But
yeah, but maybe it was space debris. Maybe they suffered from minor radiation poisoning.
Maybe. I'm thinking it was a hell creature. And Gene Lemon scared him off with his magic light stick.
It tried to grab at me, so I pointed my magic torch.
It flew off, never to be seen again.
Well, if this is real, that's just utterly terrifying.
Yeah, the picture's really creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the people holding the picture are really creepy.
I saw it, Ma! I know, son.
Why does the mom sound like that? I know, son. I seen it too.
Go in, supper's burning.
Go eat yourself up some food.
I want to believe it, but I just don't. I'm going to sit on the fence with the skeptics and say it was just a snowball effect, mass hallucination, blah, blah, blah.
I want to believe this like Kendall, but, there's really no evidence. I don't know if there's been any sightings after. I don't think there have been. That'd be interesting to look up, see if anybody's seen anything similar. But, there's really no evidence, and I could kind of see how it was now, one guy seeing it and then freaking everybody else out before they get a chance.
Yeah.
The truck tracks, those seemed explained to me. The black goo, that's kind of weird, but that could be like oil or something, right?
Yeah, it's an old Chevy. Come on, guys.
Is there anything else we should read here? Let's take a gander.
Well, I mean, the director of the local board of education claimed that he saw the saucer leave the crash site early that morning.
I call bull phooey. I don't think he saw shit. I think he was trying to get in on the fame bandwagon of people that saw this thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got Farmer Dan out there in his old Chevy trying to find it.
We haven't done this in a while, Kendall. Our Big Jim figure of the week is good old Torpedo Fist.
Oh, God, are we really bringing this back?
So, guys, good old Torpedo Fist is the strangest member of Pack. He's the only one who had quote-unquote superpowers. Yes. While all the other members of the group were normal, with no other than their agility or strength, Torpedo Fist had a telescopic cybernetic arm.
Jeez. Why is it telescopic?
I don't know. What's he going for?
Why is his sleeves rolled up inside the box? You see that? His little sleeve is rolled up.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Is that the thing holding him to the box?
Oh, maybe. I like how his shirt is a different color inside the box.
It's a completely different color. It's not even close.
Why is there a little picture of a hand holding a thing?
That's rather curious, if you ask me.
And in the box, it doesn't look like he has his torpedo arm attached.
No, not at all. Or his hat.
Oh, yeah, or his... Yeah, interesting.
Does that come in an accessory kit?
Is that what all the ladies call him? Torpedo Fist? For ages over 3. Safety tested.
Safety tested.
Ooh.
Conforms to some law. Thank you, Mattel.
Really? It's just like old Torpedo Fist.
What's he going to do? Where does he... Is he getting off a ship? Do you see the ship
Yeah,
back there?
yeah. I see the cargo ship for sure.
Is he a captain?
Well, see, he lost his great-grandpa on the Titanic, and ever since then...
He's had vengeance for ships.
No, ice. That's why he has a torpedo fist to break ice. He purposely drives his ship into Antarctica, gets it stuck so he can punch the ice.
It looks like that thing is really uncomfortable.
Yeah, it really does.
Like it's right where he can't bend his arm. It's just straight.
I wouldn't arm wrestle this guy, I'll tell you that much.
I don't think he can.
Like, how do you pick up coffee and function as a human being like that?
I mean, he does have the other arm, so...
I guess so. They should just call him Lefty. That's just his bad side. He's got a torpedo arm and no eye.
What happened to him on that side? Oh, boy. Yes, it also looks he lost a lot of weight for his action figure counterpart.
And muscle tone.
Yeah, like maybe he spent a year in orbit.
Why couldn't they just give him a belt?
Yeah. The elastic band is not flattering. Anyway, guys, this has been Unexplained YouTube.